But is that negated when you're playing against this offensive philosophy? As Reynolds gets whacked in the backfield for a one.
Just try to get 8 or 9 in the box to stop the option.
So officially no gain. And Noah Copeland on second down gets declared yet, but most people feel that he's going to the NFL. Reynolds can pass but won't get a chance. He slipped and then he was sacked by
down and bring up a 3rd down scenario, and Navy is just not built for 3rd and long situations.
To finish the season strong, playing TCU. Reynolds, we'll see if he pitches with the left. No, he keeps, but he lost the ball. It has to look a long way to get that check. Maybe holding up some cards for him to look at as he audibles. Now an option right, and Reynolds dragged down. Both teams on that far sideline. First man through is Noah. Todd Graham is the defensive play caller as the head coach, and on 3rd down almost pulled in at the 4
with the crown of the helmet,
especially again when they've been so disciplined this year. Copeland, the first man through, driving a pile to the 31 for 3.
is significant.
They put pressure on him already. 1 sack and a couple of hits. Reynolds moving to his left, gonna throw end zone, got him in, but it's through the hands of G.G. And Reynolds drilled by 4 attempts, 15 rushing yards, but comes in close to 800 rushing yards. Noah Copeland, it's they'll bring Green in motion, and here's Green getting the pitch. Running room.
McGee comes from the outside and lose contain. He's got the pitch. He gets caught up on the quarterback, and that's exact talk.
Yeah, they've been told all year attack, 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 and now you got to sit back a little bit. As Reynolds is chased, gets away from the sack, then dumps it off to Copeland. Oh, big hit.
Keelan Johnson just brought the wood.
Reynolds pitching it. Here's Chris Swain, a freshman inside the 30. Inside the 20.
Because they're losing contain. You're going to see a blitz from the outside, and then Keelan Reynolds just reads it, and a great pitch. That's what happened
this year for Swain, a big one. Arizona State in the red zone. Reynolds keeping inside the 15. Dump. Option left, and Reynolds. And Cards back on their 40. Navy is at the 4-yard line of Arizona State. Reynolds stood up at the 2. Reynolds fighting off a left arm injury. In trouble here. Gets away from a defender. Throws complete. No signal as to whether he got in. Now touchdown. Inducted into the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame. Only father-son combination in the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame with Bob and Brian Greasy. Again, Navy having success off the right side.
And become an integral part of the option.
White side again and gets crunched. Option right again, and Copeland on the pitch crosses the 45, and then 139 rushing yards for Navy. Chris Swain gets so first down. Navy moving the ball again. Here's Whiteside driven to the ground.
And then there's opportunities over the top.
Reynolds, oh, what a play by Bradford, just for loss. So 3rd and 10. Copeland, huge hole right up the middle.
Defense, watch on Yaley. He's going to come up the field, which allows a huge hole right up the middle for the fullback. They've got to respect Keenan Reynolds, but you see how much space there is on that. 100 yards rushing in the game against Army.
Got 13 there. Copeland again. Second effort.
12 TFLs is a product of the blitz.
Here comes a reverse, and it gets a great block. Inside the 10-yard line is
tackle. Take a look at him, 68. He's going to peel back and get a big block on Jackson Hood.
We appreciate what these young men do for our nation. Reynolds dragged down for the midshipman. Keenan Reynolds can throw it, so let's see what happens on this possession. Reynolds being chased by Bradford and still completes it.
They're playing their last game, and I want to congratulate them.
Reynolds going to go deep, overthrows everybody out of bounds, so it'll be 3rd.
That time of possession stat is overrated.
Well, my point was it just shows how short their drives have been. Reynolds able to get the first down. Reynolds in trouble. McGee coming from behind. Reynolds gets away from him and throws incomplete. Reynolds. 4 seconds left. Reynolds pass almost intercepted.
And have 3 touchdowns.
Reynolds running on first down. He's out. First year starter with Taylor Kelly. He's a sophomore. You'd imagine the way he's played this year that he'll be the guy the next year or two as that pass downfield is picked off. Intercepted by Robert Nelson. Runs into a teammate. It'll. And Reynolds with the pitch. G.G. Green breaks tackles. And they finally stand him up at the.
Themselves at the Senior Bowl and some of these postseason bowls really helped themselves in the draft.
Reynolds keeping on 2nd and 5. Out in a bowl game last year, so this is big to get to one again in 2012 despite the outcome. As Reynolds is sacked. Will Sutton there first. At the Reynolds in shotgun here for 2nd and long. Reynolds in trouble, sacked again by Sutton again.
And he's so good with his hands and powerful. He's not very tall, low to the ground. And his in the Pac-12 schedule, he was a dynamic player. Had 17 touchdowns coming into this game.
Will Sutton with his 3rd sack.
Well, there's no answer for Will Sutton. He's going to push 2 guys back. One's a fullback, one's a guard, and neither one of them can stop Will Sutton. I'm going to put him on the scales after the game. He's at least 285. And he probably wants me to say that as well because NFL scouts aren't going to draft. And I go back to, you can measure his impact on this defense in one game. Oh, jeez.
Or on that play.
Or on that play. And when you don't lay a hand on him, it's even harder. You try to block back on him, there's no chance. That's the speed. But he missed the UCLA.